Wish you well. Hope everyone is doing well. This is James from Position Exchange. I think a lot of you guys, we know each other. Maybe we have a lot of new users as well. So we need to introduce ourselves, introduce the project to them as well. This is going to be a great and awesome AMA. Please stay with us during the time of this AMA. We'll have the AMA as usual, divided into two sections. The first section, I'm going to share some very exciting and nice news. I'm going to give you guys an update on the development of the project. And then in the second section, we will open the chat for questions, and we have some rewards for the winners. Again, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm all the time very excited and very happy to talk to you guys. When I schedule an AMA, I'm always, very happy and looking forward all the time to be here and talk to you guys and share with you the amazing news we have with Position Exchange. So here's what I suggest. Before we start and jump into the AMA, the chat will be muted, and then we're going to wait a few minutes, making sure people get a chance to join. And maybe you guys can invite your friends, tag people you want them to join the AMA. This is going to be a very, very important AMA in which we're going to share some very exclusive news that we didn't disclose yet. So today we're going to be doing so. So please stay with us. If you are new into the channel, welcome to our Telegram channel. Our Telegram is actually our main communication channel. You can follow our announcement channel. Also join the English group. If you speak a different language than English, we have 17 different communities. Our admins will easily guide you to join your regional community, so you can participate in Position Exchange in your own language. I say we have a lot of people joining right now, and we're still going to wait maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe we start at 10:05 in 3 minutes, and then we can jump right in the topic and start sharing the exciting news we have for our lovely community. It's been a very long journey, a very long and interesting journey that we had together with this big community, this community that is actually growing very, very fast at a tremendous rate. As you know, guys, we have one of the highest retention rates out there in BNB chain. This means that the users, when they come to Position Exchange, they tend to stay in the project. They tend to be long-term holders comparing to other projects. So that's what we call retention rate. So comparing to other projects and BNB chain, we have one of the highest retention rates. And this means that when people come and discover this project, they tend to stay, they tend to invest, hold, and be a member of the POSI Nation. The POSI Nation that right now is growing extremely fast. We are reaching around 700,000 plus followers and members across all our social media. Our Instagram is bombing. We have around 300,000 followers on Instagram. I think it's the channel that is, it's the social media platform that is followed the most. And we have our Twitter right now at 212K and Telegram and so on. So in total, we're around like 700,000 followers, and we started to make a big name for ourselves in the crypto space. And the POSI Nation is right now growing. And the goal as well with this POSI Nation, we want it to be the biggest community out there in the crypto space in any project. So we're going to keep pushing for this community to grow, and you guys can participate in this community growth by referring your friends. We have a very nice, actually, a referral feature on our website where you can refer your friend, bring people, Position Exchange, and you will be able to enjoy 5% commission on their reward. So don't forget to use the referral. The referral actually we have a lot of users that are using the referral very well, and they gain thousands of dollars, weekly just by, collecting the commission from the referral. Maybe Dragon, if you don't mind, you can share the link of the referral feature, and then all the users can easily actually participate in the growth of the POSI Nation, this big community that we're making right now, and enjoy actually a commission and enjoy rewards. Before guys go take a look at it, we're going to talk about this later. Okay, so I think it's 10:05. We have almost 200 participants here and in the chat. This AMA will be recorded and then will be shared across our social media platform. For those who miss it, they can be able to see it tomorrow morning on our YouTube channel. We have Dragon that will help me recap the meeting, actually, the AMA. So for those who cannot listen for some reason, or maybe, it's going to be very much more easier for you guys to read, So Dragon will help me recap the AMA. So Dragon has shared the link of the referral section where you guys can enjoy a 5% commission. If you use this feature very well, like I said, we have some users that refer a lot of people and they're making thousands of dollars. They're making a lot of money, and some of them making hundreds of dollars on a daily basis just by doing nothing. Just need to refer and that's it. And then your referrals will do the work for you when they stake their tokens in a vault, in a farm, or a single staking pool, and they harvest. You guys will be able to get 5% of their harvest. So if you use this feature very well, you're gonna make sure you're gonna make yourself really, really good by enjoying the rewards. All right, so hello to POSI Nation, to this exclusive AMA. Welcome again, and welcome to the new users, as we have a lot of users right now. We're launching a big marketing campaign. I think this is going to be the biggest marketing campaign. This is just the beginning, guys. We're just starting. We have a lot of surprises for you guys. We have a lot planned in this campaign, so stay tuned. You're going to be surprised about what you're going to see. So this campaign, it's going to be about our main feature. We are finally talking about our main feature. In reality, it's going to be the main feature, which is the decentralized trading protocol, will actually be live at the end of this month. Like promised, the bond launchpad is already being released. I'll talk about this later. But this main campaign will be about our decentralized trading protocol, and we're going to explain how we're going to be a centralized exchange killer, or in general, centralization killer. Position Exchange will be the biggest decentralized crypto platform out there. We're going to have a whole ecosystem, and we're going to try to steal users from centralized exchanges and bring them on here. And trust me, those users are by millions. There's a big number of users to take. A lot of users are waiting for our decentralized trading protocol to start trading and enjoy the many novelties and news about the decentralized trading protocol. About the decentralized trading protocol right now, it's the development of it is almost done. Like I said, it's going to be live at the end of this month. This decentralized trading protocol will be very, very special, guys. We have a lot of advantages, a lot of differentiation, a lot of things that makes it actually very unique and different from all actually what you see in the market out there. For instance, I can cite some quick differences for you later. We're going to give you a lot of details about how our decentralized trading protocol is different from DYDX, decentralized trading protocol, and so on. One of the main details that maybe going to be very interesting for you, because DYDX, I speak about them a lot because they are the biggest decentralized trading protocol right now, futures trading protocol out there. They are decentralized, but still they have some centralization aspect. In DYDX, if you want to trade, derivatives, Bitcoin derivatives, Ethereum derivatives, or any coin derivatives, you need to deposit your asset actually on a smart contract. So the smart contract will execute for you, and it's like you're giving your tokens again. It's very close to what's happening in centralized exchanges. In Position Exchange decentralized trading protocol, there's no deposit required. You will be able actually to trade directly from your own wallet. This is a very special feature. And as well as we are actually developing a lot of very unique technologies that does not exist in any other decentralized trading protocol. The details and the note about this will come very soon. We're going to publish it. And I think it's going to make a lot of noise in the trading space around the traders, because this is actually going to be a really user and trader friendly. So we're going to try to steal traders from DYDX, not only DYDX, still traders from everywhere, and we're going to bring them to this lovely big platform that is Position Exchange. Trust me, after we release that decentralized trading protocol, we're going to take at least a month. I don't think we're going to be on the top of the pyramid of decentralized crypto platforms out there, because we're bringing some heavy guns, and we're bringing a very unique protocol, like I said again, that it doesn't exist with new technologies. They're going to shock the crypto space. So this is about the decentralized trading protocol. I'll speak about it in more details later. And again, a note will be published very soon to explain to you guys the advantages that we have with this decentralized trading protocol that we're waiting for, with impatience. Along with the launch of the decentralized trading protocol, we will have our token's main feature. Let's not call it a feature, but call it a function. the most important function in POSI token is the buy back and burn. So the buy back and burn will come with the decentralized protocol, and we're gonna actually execute a lot of burn, a lot of buyback from the market, which will increase the price actually tremendously and pump POSI a lot, because we're gonna be using 100% of the fees that we collect from the protocol to buy back and burn. So that, guys, can be assured will be a big stuff that we're going to add to this platform. Lately, we also have released the Bond Launchpad. Let me talk a little bit about the Bond Launchpad and what's going to happen in the coming days or coming weeks with this Bond Launchpad. We have actually, the plan was not to release the Bond Launchpad second. The plan was to release the bond exchange first. We wanted to release the bond exchange, and then at the end of March, we were planning to release the Bond Launchpad. But we have received requests from a lot of projects and BNB chain as well to develop the Bond Launchpad as soon as possible, because there's a list of projects that would like to launch their bonds on Position Exchange, and they requested that, and we saw great opportunity, and we said, you know what, we're gonna do it very fast for you guys. And right now we're receiving hundreds of applications of different projects that want to apply and be the first to launch their own bonds on Position Exchange Bond Launchpad. Now, this is something that I explained many times, but let me, guys, explain to you again. You're gonna ask me, what is the benefit of the Bond Launchpad for us, the POSI holders? What is the benefit of Bond Launchpad for people who don't want to buy the bonds? What is the benefit of Bond Launchpad for the ecosystem of POSI? Well, let me tell you the huge benefit of that. First of all, the project that we're gonna accept to launch their own bonds, for example, the project that want to raise their funds. When a project try to raise funds for the development purposes, they're gonna bring to us all their users, 100%. They're gonna send all their users to come into Position Exchange Bond Launchpad and buy the bonds. So we're gonna be receiving a flood of users each time we list a bond, we list a project bond. Actually, this is gonna be very good for the organic growth of our community, and as well of POSI holders, because we won't need to do a lot of effort, and we're gonna be receiving hundreds of thousands on new users freely and easily, which actually will make this community grow. And you know what happens when the community grow? More users we have, the more demand we have on POSI token, the more price goes up. This is something that is natural and very normal. So that's number one, receiving a constant flood of users freely and easily. And trust me, when the project want to raise fund, they will inform every single user they have, because they want their user to buy the bonds and provide them with funds to raise. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to take these users, and they're going to be ours. They're going to use the farm, the staking. They're going to use the vault. They're going to participate in community events. They're going to use the trading protocol. They're going to invest in different features, the NFT feature, which will increase our user base very, very fast. And we are aiming in the next 6 months to become, top three, because right now on BNB chain, top project when it comes to number of users is PancakeSwap. So we're gonna try to be top 3 biggest project in terms of numbers of users in 6 months. So we're gonna be the top 3 in BNB chain, and we're gonna make sure that thing is actually gonna happen. And the Bond Launchpad will help us do that very, very, very fast. That's number one. Number two, when project actually they come to release their own bonds or our Bond Launchpad, it's a service that we offer. We offer them a service, not only to them, but we offer a service for the users, because we host the bond for them. They have to pay fees. So all the projects that come there, we're gonna set some fees for them to pay, because we offer them a service and they collect funds on like any launchpad, like any crypto launchpad. All the crypto launchpads, they take fees, and we're going to be doing that too. So it's going to be a great source of income for Position Exchange, and those funds will be also used for buyback and burn. So we're going to have a lot of fun for the buyback and burn, so we can pump the token. Those funds will be used for community events like the buying competition, the trading competition, the farming competition, the community, other events like the artwork event. All those fees again will be distributed to our users. This is something that we do a lot. The fees are not collected and put in our pocket. This project does not do that. This is a community-driven project. All the fees that we're going to collect from the features on our platform will be distributed back to POSI holders. The more you hold, the more you will be able to actually receive. This is a unique actually a scheme and unique mechanism out there in crypto. You will not find a single project that does, all the fees are distributed back to the community. This is crazy actually to think about it, and we're going to be doing it. So this is how the Bond Launchpad gonna help us by giving us exposure to a lot of projects, because when the project they release their bonds, they do a lot of marketing around their bond launching. So they're going to inform everyone, they're going to tweet about it, they're going to release articles about it, and it's going to help us get a lot of exposures. The more project we have, the more demand we have, and it's actually amazing. And we're going to work actually closely with BNB Chain. That's going to help us with the due diligence and so on, because this Bond Launchpad would be fully running on BNB Chain. And we are, by the way, guys, you have to understand something. We are completing the BNB Chain ecosystem, because the BNB Chain does not have any crypto Bond Launchpad. We are the first ever crypto Bond Launchpad on BNB Chain. So we're going to be the first ones, the big ones. So a lot of projects would want to launch their bonds on our platform, which again will bring us a lot of great stuff. So right now, if you're wondering, we are receiving hundreds of applications right now. Our team is scanning the applications, doing due diligence, making sure to make some research, because we only want to host, trustworthy project. We only want to host real project that will not conduct any scams or any problem for our buyers. So we're going to make sure we work closely with the due diligence, check the audit, and we're going to only provide you guys with the best quality project that can assure that they're going to maintain and pay their investors at the end of the maturity date. Of course, anyway, they will provide the collateral. So in case they don't pay, the investors will still get the funds. But they also will provide tokens. They will provide their tokens in the pools, in the bond pools. So we're going to make sure the tokens, the project are real, the project are strong, so their token values stay up. So when the people stake in the bond pool of the project, they're going to receive the tokens, and the value of the tokens will not be decreasing. So this is about the Bond Launchpad, guys. I think in a few weeks, maybe in 2-3 weeks, you're going to see the first ever bond released actually from project. And then it's going to be a big day. It's going to be a big thing. It's going to launch. It's going to finally launch the Bond Launchpad. And then after it, there's going to be a big flow of bonds released on our Bond Launchpad. Then after this, we're going to release the bond exchange, because we cannot release the bond exchange if we don't have enough bonds and of circulating bonds. And then you will be able to sell, buy your own bonds, exchange it with our users and so on. And that's coming also very soon. Actually, it's already developed. It's ready. We're just waiting to fill the Bond Launchpad with few projects, and then we can launch the bond exchange. Okay, so this is about the Bond Launchpad and the development and everything about it. Very exciting. We have some big partnerships and some big collaboration with big organization around this Bond Launchpad, and they're going to help us communicate about it. And the goal is to reach as much projects as possible so they can apply to launch their own bonds, and we can host as much as we can. So this is for the Bond Launchpad, guys. And I spoke earlier about the decentralized trading protocol with its very unique technologies, how the limit orders are made, how all the transaction will happen in our decentralized trading protocol. It's going to be very unique. It's going to be actually one of the best trading protocols out there. And we're going to, like I said, shock the crypto space. They're not ready for it. Trust me, they're not ready for it. And they will not actually expect what they're going to see. It's something, it's our baby, the decentralized trading protocol. We've been working for it for a long time. It's a baby, and the Justin and the team behind it, they wanted to make it perfect. They wanted to make it unique. And trust me, they succeeded in doing so. And we're going to release a cutting edge decentralized trading protocol with a lot of new technologies that will be very welcome in the crypto space and among all the traders. So be ready, guys. At the end of this month, I think the project will start to take off. The real takeoff will be at the end of this month. And I think before that, because we're going to have some project launched on the Bond Launchpad, but the real takeoff will happen after the Bond Launchpad. We're not aiming to have less price than $30. You heard right, $30. That's what we are aiming to have after we launch our Bond Launchpad. And so this is about the bond launchpad and decentralized protocol. Now, let me talk about the marketing campaign, the big ongoing marketing campaign, and let me tell you about some partnerships we have in mind and some great news to share with you guys. All right, so right now we are starting a marketing campaign. We are live on New York Times Square, one of the most actually famous places, locations around the world. We're going to be there for one whole week, displayed on the Express Screen building right in the heart of New York Times Square. And then this campaign is called actually Centralization Killer, or a Centralized Exchange Killer. Let me explain why we're going to be a Centralized Exchange Killer. As you know, guys, the domination right now is for centralized exchange, right? So, but a lot of people start to shift to decentralized exchanges because the centralized exchanges have a lot of problems, have a lot of issues, and they will still face these issues. Number one, when you trade crypto on a centralized exchange, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fulfill the virtue of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is born to be decentralized, not to be traded on a centralized exchange like a bank. The centralized exchange is like a bank. So it doesn't fulfill the virtue, and soon the crypto will want to separate itself from centralization. It's not born to do so. The blockchain is decentralized and crypto runs on the blockchain. That's number one. Number two, when you trade on a centralized exchange, first of all, there's a lot of boring signups. When you want to sign up, you have to do a KYC, provide your passport sometime. The KYC can be long and boring. And you give your data, it's not private. You give your data actually to the centralized exchanges. And I think it's wrong when it comes to crypto. I think people should remain, it should preserve some privacy. That's what crypto is for. And then when you want to trade, you actually deposit your funds on the centralized exchange. So the funds actually are not yours, because you can wake up in the morning and find out that the centralized exchange has actually freezed access to your token because they like to do so, or because they are having internal technical issues, or because they're having some regulation problem with your country, the country where you're from, and because. So they have the right to do anything with your funds. And well, then they're not your funds. So they don't belong to you. You should not call them your funds. And then, of course, as you know, the centralized exchange can be also shady. You see what happens when there's a flash dump or a sudden market actually fluctuation. The centralized exchange have a lot of bugs. There's a lot of problems with execution orders. People are losing their money because they cannot execute their orders in time. Sometimes the centralized exchange are being shady, and they do it on purpose to block the transaction, block the dump from happening, or block people from withdrawing their funds, and so on. So there's a lot of restrictions, and the restrictions will be worse in the future. So a lot of people right now started to try to find easier alternative, and now they turn into the decentralized exchanges like DYDX right now. DYDX right now has over $1.5 billion in trading volume daily. They are, I think, number 5 in the world. So I think they're going to be on the top very soon. And the decentralized exchange probably in the coming year surpassed Binance in terms of trading volume. Now, the problem with these decentralized exchanges like DYDX and so on, the problem with them is they often are not complete. They don't have a complete ecosystem to offer. They only offer 1 or 2 features, and that's it. So a lot of people, they say, when you go to Binance, you can do everything. In Binance, you can buy NFTs, you can stake, you can swap, you can trade derivatives, futures, you can have, go to P2P market, you can withdraw. In Binance, you can do everything. In DYDX, you cannot do everything. You can only do one thing. So a lot of people say, no, I want to stay in Binance because Binance offer a whole ecosystem and a wide range of products, and DYDX does not. So I'm not really tempted to do that. Well, we're going to try to solve that problem for you, because Position Exchange will provide a whole ecosystem. The same features and products you will find on Binance will be on Position Exchange. Everything you can imagine, because we have a big team. As you know, we have more than 100 members in our team. We have right now 2 big offices. And we are developing a lot of features. We have also a big technology knowledge, and we have a financial capacity, to sustain development of this project for several years without counting on any revenue. And this is a very good advantage that I would call an unfair advantage that we have compared to other projects. So we're going to try to develop a whole ecosystem for you guys to make sure you have everything you need and fully decentralized. In position exchange, everything will run on chain. No KYCs, no restriction, no problem. Your funds are safe because they are on the blockchain. Everything is transparent. You can access all the features with one click. Connect your wallet, and there you go. Ta-da! You can trade, swap, NFT, referrals. You can do everything on our platform with one single click. Trustless. You don't, because it's trustless, you don't need to trust in position exchange because position exchange is running on the blockchain. The contracts are audited and they are safe. So it's open, safe, secure, and private, and very easy to use. The same user interface you will find in Binance or any other good centralized exchange will be available to you guys in position exchange. This is why we're gonna, deliver the final blow and kill the centralized exchanges, because we're gonna complete what DYDX are not doing, and we're gonna bring the whole ecosystem. And I think that's gonna sign the final blow, and we're gonna have a lot of users. So we are aiming by the end of 2022 to become the biggest decentralized crypto platform out there in the crypto space. And I don't think anything will stop us, and we're going to try to achieve our goal for sure. And we're very motivated, and we're really happy to it. So the marketing campaign details, thank you guys. I'm just reading what you guys are writing. Thank you for reminding me. The marketing campaign, guys, is right now, like I said, we have a giveaway event. Make sure you participate in the giveaway event. And then we have the Times Square billboard, and then we have a lot of big press releases. We're going to go on all the famous press releases, bitcoin.com. We're going to go on Cointelegraph. We're going to go on CoinDesk. We're going to have some private interviews. We're going to have some influencers talk about us. It's going to be really, really big and huge. We're going to make a lot of noise. And then we're going to have some very, very special collaboration with one of the biggest organizations in the crypto out there. I don't want to give you guys the details yet, but as soon as it's final and confirmed, you guys will be surprised. And I think that's going to take this project to another level. It's going to pick up this project to another level, and then we're going to start talking game right there. And right now, guys, by the way, I think we started to make a lot of noise already. We are started to put our names among the big players. We received a lot of requests from different projects and in BNB chain or outside BNB chain, project that want to do collaborations, project that want to propose something, project that want to make close friends as well. So we start to make a lot of noise already. So a lot of people are approaching us, and we have, I'm not going to disclose the details, but one of the top 5 biggest exchanges ever in the world has approached us a few days ago for a listing, and expect to see before the end of this month a top 5 or top 3 exchange listing. We're not going to disclose the name of anything, but can assure you that we're going to have one of top 5 CMC top 5 biggest exchanges listing at the end of this month. It's going to be confirmed, and it's going to actually make a lot of noise. As you know, we're in touch with Huobi as well, and KuCoin is something that you know, guys, already. So make sure you participate in the giveaway. We're giving away $50,000 around there. And then we're going to organize a lot of community events with this campaign. Dragon will share with you that he will not give the details right now. Top 5, MJ, top 5, because if you say top 3, they will go nuts. So correct that to top 5 so we can make it as vague as possible. Top 5, right? So top 5 biggest exchanges. And then, Dragon will release a community event very soon. He's not going to give you guys the details right now, but on Monday he's gonna give you more details. A huge community event with a partnership with some very famous influencers on TikTok and YouTube. Influencers that has actually millions of followers behind them. So expect to see a very big community event that also will make a lot of noise to you guys. Like I said, press releases, interview, and AMAs. We have some very big AMAs planned, the biggest AMAs platforms out there and with the biggest organizations. So we're going to bring mass users. This 10 days, guys, expect to see an increase of about 40% of the number of users of Position Exchange. So I do recommend you, if you're planning to buy any POSI you're holding, now is a great time to do so. All right, so talked about the marketing campaign, talked about the bond launchpad, talked about the decentralized trading protocol and the buyback and burn that is coming at the end of the month. Now, let me guys share with you a little bit about our roadmap. The mobile app gonna be available on Google Play. You guys listen very well, please. On Google Play at the end of this month. All right, you guys will be able for Android. For App Store, it's going to be available in April. We're actually finalizing to be available in April. So the Google Play will come first, and then iPhone users will have to wait maybe a few weeks, and then they're going to receive the mobile app. It's going to be live finally, and it's going to make a lot of noise because we have been working on this mobile app for so long. For people who are new here and don't know, you can download the mobile app beta right now. It's fully operational. You can use it as you please. You can transfer some tokens. We're going to release a video very soon to show you guys how this mobile app works and how also you can use it as a wallet. Our mobile app can be used as a wallet to store your tokens and transfer to your friends and so on. So it's called also not only a mobile app, but actually a POSI wallet. We can call it a wallet as well. So this is about the mobile app. We also going to work on the NFT features. As you know, we have to develop the NFT features. You will be able to create your own NFTs. We have some NFT games coming in. We have a surprise feature that is coming as well. So the ecosystem will be growing tremendously fast in the coming weeks right now, because we know we are pressing on the button. We're pressing on the button to keep building and deliver to you guys, one of the biggest crypto platforms, decentralized crypto platforms out there. All right, so I think I've shared almost everything that I wanted to share. If I forgot anything, guys, you guys can remind me. If not, we can open the chat for the questions. We have some rewards for the users later. The selected questions, the guys will select the questions. So maybe we can open the chat for questions, and then I can try to answer as much as I can. Please, guys, make the question around the project or around everything that has been discussed today. All right, so let me get a sip of water, and then I can answer your questions. I see already some very interesting questions that I would love to answer. So let's go. I forgot to mention we have a new landing page, guys. Did you check our landing page? We have a new landing page. What do you think about our landing page? You have, guys, make sure you give us some feedback about this new landing page. I think it's very nice right now, very complete. Make sure go on app.position.exchange and check out the new landing page that you guys will be able to use. All right, let's try to answer some questions that I see over here. What is your suggestion for newcomers? Excellent management of their capital in different part of this great project. Farms NFTs. Many people are still confused and do not know how to make the most of position. All right, if you are a newcomer, first of all, before you invest in any token, make sure you make a full tour on our features, check out the white paper, and check out the docs. Now, if you want a long-term investment, you can check out the NFT feature. It's a feature where you can lock your tokens and cast some NFT cards with a minting power. You're going to multiply your investment and stake it in a pool in which you're going to generate rewards. If you like to provide liquidity, you can go to the farm and provide some liquidity with the highest APR, out there on the DeFi space. If you only own POSI, you can go and stake it in the POSI, single staking pool. Make sure if you don't have time as well and you want some auto compounding, you go to the vaults that's going to help you to do that. So make sure you have a turn. I think our feature offers great APR, maybe the highest in DeFi. And I think any feature you use, check the feature that's actually going to be better for you. If you're a long-term investor or short-term investor, we have everything for everybody. All right, cool. When POSI blockchain release DTP works on BNB chain or both? Yeah, both. When we release our own blockchain, of course, we're going to have the decentralized trading protocol running on BNB chain. And by the way, guys, when we release the decentralized trading protocol, we're going to go cross-chain. We're going to have also an Ethereum network running on its protocol as well. And then we're going to have BNB, and we're going to try to expand to as much chains as possible. And of course, our native blockchain, we're gonna actually expand to that as well. All right, next question. Pratap. In LAUNCHPAD, if a project issue bonds, does the stake reward be in POSI or the native token? Okay, their stake rewards will be a native token. Let me give you an example. If a new project wants to launch their own bonds, they will provide the collateral, and they also need to give us their tokens, because the staking will not be in POSI. They will be in their own tokens, right? So they will provide to the user their own tokens. Let's say, a Pancake Swap want to raise funds, even though that's not going to happen. They need to provide some cake as well with their collateral. So they actually provide it in the staking pools, all right? All right, next question, Thor. James, as we all know, it's 100% buyback and burn. So can you give any idea about the fees for trading? The fees for trading will be, I think, classic. We're still calculating them. I don't want to give you a number, but they're around 0.01%. like in any decentralized trading protocol. In the decentralized trading protocols, the trades happen in thousands and hundred thousands of dollars. So we're going to be collecting a lot of those fees. Also, imagine we start collecting 1 million fees every day. That means 365 million in our market cap. Yes, the price will boom, will pump, because we're going to buy back and burn a lot of tokens. Yeah, we can reach that number. That's definitely true. Please, bonds 004. Yes, guys. All right. Let me give you something. The next bonds is real. We have decided to release them. I don't want to give you any release that yet, but the next bond number 4, POSI bond, will come very soon to you guys. We're waiting first to try to list few project bonds. Then we get a release maybe in the same time with them. All right. Hello, James. I believe in this very much. I have some doubt as would be the source income in the project. As you said, 100% of the fees would be used for buyback and burn. What would be how do you get the funds for the project development and so on? All right, thank you. Great question, Himanshu Raj. As you know, the team behind Position Exchange actually holds 10% of the total supply. Well, let me tell you, those funds, we're going to use them for development as well. And also the trading protocol fees, like I said, if they are too large and too big, it's impossible we use them all for buyback and burn, because otherwise we're going to buy all the POSI in circulation. Like if like Thor said, if like 1 million per day, we cannot buy $1 million per day, because if we do that, after 3 months, we're going to buy everything. So we're going to buy enough to pump the token and fix it in a great price. The rest will be used for development purposes as well. But everything will stay and remain within the project. Not a single cent will come to the team. The team is not there to take profit, but to use the profit back to the community. All right, let's go. Does it have any effect on the POSI project during the Russia-Ukraine war and the sanctions imposed, and will be actually there is no, I don't see any effect actually, or anything that's going to actually touch us in particular. The effect will be on the crypto space in general, but I don't think that would be something that happened only for Position Exchange. When POSI merge. All right, guys, if you're excited for POSI merge, I mean, you're the boss. Guys, this project is community driven. If you're excited for something, make sure you let us know, and we're going to work on it. If you guys want POSI merch, if you want to buy some POSI hoodies, some POSI cups, some POSI hats, some POSI stuff, merch, make sure you let us know what you want, and we're going to develop this POSI merch and sell it to you guys. And again, we're community driven. When we're going to sell this merch, we're not going to take profit. When we receive the funds, we're going to pay for the cost, and the rest of the fund will be used for the community, will be used in competitions and so on. This project will be always built like this, 100%. Can we expect the bond exchange by the end of March? Yes, sir. The bond exchange will be available by the end of March as well, because the bond exchange is ready. Coding-wise is ready, but we cannot release it now because we don't have enough bonds. We need enough bonds in circulation. Once we host other projects' bonds, we can have the bond exchange. All right. When Binance very soon. Binance very soon. You're going to be surprised to hear that, but Binance probably very soon. When marketplaces come in for bonds where I can buy, sell bonds at the end of March. Tell us more about surprise feature. No, I cannot tell you about surprise feature. This is why it's a surprise. Can you give us the dates when bond exchange will be released at the end of March? James, thanks, sir. Buyback and burn. How do you implement the buyback and burn, guys? Details will come later, and we're going to decide how much we burn together as a community. This is not a decision from the team. It's a decision to be made by the community. Considering you are also active in the NFT industry and you are a DAO, how do you see Position Exchange among the NFT and sticking market? If possible, that your service will overtake OpenSea market? To be honest, because right now we are really into the NFT, and I think we're going to make a lot of noise with our NFT feature, because our NFT feature will not only be a collectible feature, because right now most of the NFT projects, they don't have any real utility or real use case. It's just art that you buy and sell. So, and it depends on the hype. If the hype dies, the value of your assets will decrease, and then you lose money. In Position Exchange, we don't have only collectibles. We will have collectibles, but they will be stakeable. They will be a financial tool. They will be when you buy NFT in Position Exchange, you can stake them and generate rewards. So they're like a real financial asset, not only a collectible. James, can you please share? It is a margin trading tool. Yes, it's a margin trading tool. It's going to be actually similar to it's a margin trading. It's going to be a margin trade. It's a full decentralized trading protocol. Again, the details of it, the advantage will be released on a note to everyone, and it's going to actually make a lot of noise. All right, let's go. More questions, please. How would you get around the biggest exchange? What is your main strategy? I think we addressed that many times. Again, we're trying to create a whole ecosystem. We're trying to be very complete. We're trying to be very different. We're trying to be open, decentralized, fully on-chain, trustless. This is what's going to make us actually very different. The POSI will have a lot of use cases because the ecosystem is big and the features are many. All right, hi, James. You and the team are doing an amazing job pumping every day out lately. Questions. When the buyback and burn is implemented, how will the burn cadence work? Will it be a set schedule or once a month? Okay, Metal Goose, thank you for your question. This detail of how much we burn, how often we burn it, we're gonna guys set it together with the community later, okay? We cannot set it right now because it will depend on how much fees we collect. You know, the more depends how we're gonna set that. So we need to discuss with the community. That's gonna go through the governance. We're gonna offer you guys all the options. You are the boss in this project, not the team. So we're gonna decide that together. That's the great thing about this project. Everything is done through the governance. Everything is decided with the community. I hope any bone POSI, I'm ready, all in my money. All right, okay. Well, the bonds are gonna come very soon. While reviewing your project, your announcement about position bonds caught my attention. I'm gonna give more details. So the position bond actually. They are like traditional bonds, but they are included in the blockchain and using the smart contract. So users, project will be able to launch their own bond to raise funds. Users will buy the bonds will have a maturity date, and after the maturity date, the users will receive back their investment plus the interest. And the special thing about position bonds is they are stakeable. You don't have to wait for the maturity date only to receive, profit. You can receive profit daily by staking your bond. All right. Are you saying completing BEC ecosystem? Are you finally restricting yourself to BEC Smart Chain only? No, we're not. We are not restricting ourselves to Binance Smart Chain only, but we are completing it. We're making it more complete. We should mention that. But of course, we'll go cross chain in the near future. That's something that we have in mind because we're planning to be the biggest decentralized trading protocol. So we don't only want to focus on one blockchain, but probably focus on many blockchains. As we are going to be one of the biggest decentralized exchanges, so please have a great team support behind the scenes because customer support should always be the main priority. I think we have a great customer support and our admins do a great and amazing job. I think I've never seen like a chat like ours. No, we'll just get in, you just ask a question, your question is answered in 2 seconds. If you have a problem, they help you. I think our admins are very responsive and we have a great community response. And I think this explains why the retention rate is very high. All right, hello James, I want to ask you about Centralized Exchange Killer. How can you take the users from big centralized exchange like Binance for features? You have like explained the main difference would be that the main point would be the difference between centralized and decentralized. Centralized have a lot of issues, a lot of restrictions, a lot of limitations. Decentralized exchanges are trying to solve these issues and provide a lot of solutions and easy trade options to all users. All right, next batch of questions. Let's go with 5 more questions, I suggest. Maybe 5 or 6 more questions, and then we can wrap up this AMA. And I see a lot of you guys have a lot of questions. They have like 27 questions. I'm gonna try my best. Hi, James. 104 no purchase restriction. Increase the percentage of subscription for a few days so that members are looking for investors and air therapy channels. Start advertising the return. Add strong partners instead of ads in Times Square, USA, and other interesting ideas. Thank you for your ideas, Haji. Your ideas are always welcome. When Huber KuCoin, one of them, hopefully by the end of this month. Every centralized exchange have a P2P feature. As we are decentralized exchange, how did TP give us a P2P feature? We're going to talk about the P2P feature, something that we have in mind, and we're going to talk about actually including the P2P and a fully decentralized ecosystem is a little bit tricky. We're going to try and find a solution for that. How much price can go? I cannot tell you how much price is going to go up after the buyback and burn, but I personally expect $30. POSI $30 at least. Hi, James. Tell about security and anti-hacking mechanism of POSI platform and POSI contracts. All right, thank you for your question, Constantine. So to talk about security, our audits right now, we are working with PeckShield, is one of the biggest actually auditing agencies, security auditing agencies out there. Now we're going to be releasing some audits to all our smart contracts. As you know, we're working closely with Certic as well. We're going to add PeckShield, we're going to add Few. Make sure our audits are safe and secure. We have audited our bonds launchpad audit with PegShield. We're going to release it very soon. So all the projects that they're going to try to launch their own bonds on our platform, they know it's going to be secure. It was actually one of the requirements and criteria. We also have released a bug bounty program with $100K dollars in rewards. All right. Question: the end of March include options? Yes. When our blockchain comes out, what will be the transition with the P20 network? I think we're going to talk about that in more details later. Bond 4 confirmed, yes. Bond number 4 confirmed. I don't know when, but it's confirmed. Can you have a link to the mobile app, please? Yes, please. Can you guys send them the link to the download of the mobile app? Go to our landing page and scroll down and click on the Android link or the Apple link. Depends on what system your phone is running. Okay, thanks everyone for the great questions. Thanks a lot, guys, for the questions. MJ saying thank you guys for the lovely questions. Maybe I can do a quick recap before we can wrap up this AMA. Thank you for being so humorous to participate in our AMAs all the time, ask the questions and show support a lot for this project. This project, is gonna go big eventually. And we're, like I said, we're planning to be one of the biggest decentralized crypto platforms by the end of the year. This month is going to be a huge month for Position Exchange. We're expecting to, at the end of this month, of course, to exceed the all-time high by much more. And then we're going to, once we release the trade-in protocol and the buyback and burn, of course, explode in numbers. Stay tuned with this marketing campaign. It's going to be full of surprises, full of events, full of big partnerships, full of great announcements. So stay tuned. This is going to be the biggest, marketing campaign we ever had, and we're very happy to launch it and make sure, and a lot of users will be joining us. Right now, we are expecting to increase our user base by 40%. Stay tuned. If you want to buy POSI, now is the perfect time. Don't wait any longer, because I think once we get to announce a very huge partnership, it's going to be too late for everyone because we're going to have a massive number of users that are going to jump in. Anyway, thank you guys very much for participating into this AMA. Thank you for showing great love to this project. Thank you for believing on it. Thank you for being a great member of the POSI Nation. We love you, appreciate the support. This project will not fail you and will deliver big and will stay strong to its promises. Thank you very much for being here today. And I wish you have, guys, a very good night. And bye-bye.